Thus says the Lord, through the voice of Archangel Michael, prepare yourself, for what has been hidden is about to be uncovered. The heavens have been silent, but not idle. And now the silence is breaking. What was once whispered in corners will be proclaimed from the heights. A voice from your past. Once so loud in deception, and yet quiet in guilt, is being stirred by divine command to confess what they did to you in secret. Their soul is trembling beneath the weight of truth they have carried for far too long. They smiled before you but worked against you behind your back. And though the world forgot, heaven recorded every detail. There is no refuge left in silence for them. The same realm that watched your tears in the dark is now pressing on their conscience like the tide against crumbling stone. The pressure they feel is not guilt alone. It is spiritual intervention. It is divine timing. It is the fire of truth chasing down the shadows. You may not hear their words directly, or you might. You might receive a message or hear it from someone who was once distant. But the truth will come, and when it does, it will come like thunder, unrelenting, undeniable, unstoppable. This is the hour of divine exposure. The dreams you've had, the old memories resurfacing, the emotions you couldn't quite name. All of it was heaven's way of preparing your spirit for this moment. What you felt in the atmosphere was not paranoia, it was prophecy. Their confession is the result of divine orchestration. They tried to lock away the truth and bury it under silence. But now that silence is shattering like glass under the foot of judgment. They will speak, not because they want to, but because they must. Their soul cannot move forward until the lie is broken. And when they open their mouth, the truth will rise like a flood. They once blamed you to protect their image. They twisted the narrative to cover their wrong. They convinced others that you were the villain, and in doing so, they rewrote a story that was never theirs to author. But the author of heaven never signed their version. God is now reclaiming your name. This is not simply an apology. It is a divine unveiling. It is heaven removing the bandage and healing the wound, not with temporary comfort, but with permanent truth. The mouth that once cursed you will now cleanse the air around your reputation. The same crowd that once turned away will be stunned into silence. Some with regret, others with reverence. You will not have to prove yourself. You will not have to revisit the past to explain what happened. The confession will be louder than any defense you ever gave. The truth will defend you now. And when it comes, it will not only vindicate your name, it will shift the very atmosphere around you. Doors that once resisted your knock will now open on their own. Favor will find you in rooms where your name was once tarnished. Peace will return to your sleep. The heaviness you didn't even know you were carrying will lift from your chest. You will breathe again. Not just air, but destiny. Your spirit will feel lighter because the truth always brings freedom. This person from your past, be they friend, relative, partner, or someone you thought long gone, is being pulled by a force far greater than guilt. Heaven is pressing on their heart. They may not understand what's happening to them, but they cannot escape it. Their dreams will be stirred. Their peace will crumble. The lies they told will begin to echo louder than ever before. Their spirit is unraveling, and soon their lips will follow. The truth is not waiting for permission. It is demanding to be known. This is not your cue for vengeance. This is your moment to witness God is not calling you to fight. He is calling you to stand still as justice runs its course. The pain they caused will not go unspoken any longer. Their secrets are breaking under the weight of divine light. What they buried is now blooming in revelation. You were always innocent. You were always chosen, and now you are being revealed. Not in pity, but in power. You may feel a wave of emotion when the confession comes. Let it rise. Let it pass. Let it cleanse. This is healing sent by heaven. The burden of what they did was never yours to carry. You were not the villain in their story. You were the light they tried to dim. And now that light is too strong to be hidden. This is the season of your rising. You do not need to respond with anger when they reach out. You may receive an apology that feels weak or a message filled with trembling words. But it is not their sorrow that matters. It is your restoration. You will no longer be misunderstood. Your name is being lifted into truth, and no one will stain it again. Their confession will not only affect you, it will ripple outward, through families, communities, and circles where your name was once reduced to gossip. Those who turned their backs will now return in awe. Some will weep, others will fall silent, and you, beloved, will rise. Because this moment was never about revenge. It was about revelation. The timing of this exposure was not delayed to punish you. It was to prepare you. Had it come earlier, you may have responded in pain, but now you have peace. Now you have wisdom. Now you are ready to rise. And rise you shall, without needing to prove yourself, without needing to explain. Your silence was sacred. Your restraint was strength. And now the heavens are rewarding you with honor. You may walk into a room and feel the shift. People looking at you differently, not with doubt, but with quiet reverence. They will realize how deeply you were wronged and how graciously you endured. You don't need to gloat. You don't need to clap back. You're rising too high for small reactions. What once broke you is now building you. What once embarrassed you is now empowering you. The one who tried to destroy your name is now being used as the vessel for your breakthrough. God will turn even their betrayal into your elevation. The confession is coming. Not just to heal the past, but to unlock your future. What was once lost is returning. What was once hidden is being revealed. What was once broken is being healed. You have waited long enough, and now heaven says it is done. Let it come. Let the words be spoken. Let the light shine through. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your legacy. You were not forgotten. You were protected. You were not abandoned. You were hidden for this very moment. And now, beloved, your name will be lifted in truth, and your soul will be lifted in peace. You have been vindicated by heaven itself. As you stand in this moment of truth, recognize that the chains that once bound you have already begun to break. You are no longer tethered to the lies that sought to define you. No longer caught in the web of manipulation and misjudgment that once clouded your every step. It may have felt like the world was against you, as if the weight of betrayal was too heavy to bear, but in reality, you were being shaped. God was crafting your spirit for something higher, for something greater than you could have ever imagined. When they speak their confession, when their words tremble with the weight of truth, know that it is not just a moment of reckoning for them. It is a cosmic shift for you. You are walking through a door that has long been closed, a door that only opens when the time is right. This is not just about exposure, it is about elevation. What was meant to tear you down is the very thing that will lift you. And as you rise, know that you are not rising alone. You are rising with the full power of heaven behind you. The divine plan has always been unfolding, even when you couldn't see it. Every tear you shed, every night you spent wondering why the truth was delayed, every moment you stood in silence. Those moments were not wasted. They were laying the foundation for your breakthrough. Your silence was never a sign of weakness. It was the strength of restraint, the patience of purpose. And now the time of waiting is over. The time of action has come. The apology, the confession. It may come in different forms. It may not come with the grandiosity you imagined. It may not be as profound as you dreamed, but it will be enough to release you from the spiritual and emotional bondage you once carried. Enough to give you the closure that has been absent for so long. And most importantly, enough to remind you of who you truly are. You are not what they made you believe you were. You are not their lies nor their version of your story. You are God's child, and He has called you to be a living testimony of His grace. The revelation of truth will not only heal you, it will heal others around you. Those who witnessed the suffering, those who doubted you, those who stood by in silence, will now begin to see with new eyes. The divine exposure will ripple outward, changing not just the course of your life, but the lives of those who witnessed your journey. They will see the strength you carried. They will see the grace you extended. And they will know that it is only by God's hand that you survived. But even as others see the truth, you must remain humble. For your rise is not meant to be an occasion for pride, but for service. This is your moment not to gloat, but to shine with the light of compassion. This is your moment to forgive even when the truth is revealed, and to move forward in a spirit of grace. You are not called to hold grudges, but to live in the freedom that the truth brings. That freedom is your inheritance, your divine right, and it is not meant to be used as a weapon. It is meant to be a light, a beacon for others who are still caught in their own darkness. The Lord will guide you with wisdom on how to navigate this new season. There may be moments when you are tempted to respond in anger, to lash out at the ones who wronged you. But remember, your vindication comes from God, not from your own strength. Trust in the timing of His justice. It may not come on your terms, but it will come on His. And when it does, it will be perfect. It will be thorough. And it will bring you peace. You are walking into a season of restoration. Every area of your life that was once held in the shadows will be brought into the light. Relationships that were once strained will begin to mend. Opportunities that were lost will find their way back to you. The work you thought was wasted will now yield fruit. Your purpose, once hidden in the depths of trial, is now ready to be revealed to the world. Know that you are never alone in this journey. Heaven stands with you. Every step you take, every decision you make, every move you make forward is bathed in the presence of God. His angels go before you, clearing the path. His Spirit fills your heart with peace, guiding your every thought. You are a vessel of His glory, a witness to His divine orchestration. So when the confession comes, do not fear. Do not be shaken. Let it wash over you, not as a source of anger, but as a divine moment of release. You are not defined by their actions. You are defined by the God who sees you. And when the world sees you, they will see the reflection of God's grace. They will see the transformation that only His hand can create. This is not just a season of confession. It is a season of restoration. What was broken is now being made whole. What was lost is being returned. What was once a burden is now a blessing. You will walk with your head held high, for the truth has set you free. You will walk forward in peace, for the battle has been fought on your behalf. You will walk in joy, for the sorrow has been turned to triumph. Your time has come. The heavens declare it, the earth confirms it. You are rising and nothing can hold you back. Now, the truth will set you free, and in that freedom you will soar. This is the hour of your victory. This is the beginning of your legacy. Take this message with you, beloved, for it is not just words, it is prophecy. Stand firm in the knowledge that God is at work even when you cannot see it. Trust that His plan is unfolding and that every trial has been leading you to this moment of divine unveiling. Your story is not over, it is just beginning. Rise in the truth. Walk in the light, and know that heaven has prepared a place for you. You are blessed, you are chosen, and your time to shine is now. If you feel a stirring in your spirit, hold on to these words. Let them anchor you. Share them with those who need to hear them. For the truth that is revealed in your life will become the testimony that lifts others. Your victory is not just yours. It is for the world to see,